Salutations, kings and queens, and welcome to Mind Body Chakra ASMR. I dedicate this session to all of those who may be feeling depressed. As many of us may already know, depression is one of the leading causes of death in the world, claiming almost 1 million lives every year. Every 15 minutes, about one person dies because they will have taken their own life. It's so important for us to acknowledge the mind and the power of the mind, and it's so important for us to respect one another's pain and experiences, because all of our experiences come together to make us one. So this session is dedicated to those who are unfortunately resonating with depressed energy right now, and to those who may feel that they are not valuable. If you are suicidal right now, I encourage you to cut this video off and dial 911. Call someone, a trusted friend that can help you get to a place of safety. Okay? This session is dedicated to those who are trying to understand their energy and their place in life. And we're going to actually go down deep into the root possible causes of your depression. And we're going to provide some soothing sounds in between our intimate talk so that we can soothe your soul, allow your soul time to go into receiving mode, to receive the love and healing that is divinely and rightfully yours. I give thanks to the Most High, our ancestors, our angels and spirit guides, for coming to assist us in this passage through our memories, our emotions, and our experiences, so that we can find peace and harmony and balance and joy. I'm starting with sage. For those of you familiar with sage, you know that sage has antimicrobial properties, and sage has been long time used for assisting negative energies to travel back to the ethers, to be transmuted into a more welcoming and useful energy. Now, depression. Depression is so often overlooked. Many people don't even discuss their feelings anymore because at some point they decided to receive the idea that their feelings are not valid, that their thoughts and feelings are worthless. I have a window cracked so that the sage can escape if you hear cars going by. That's why. Because it's very important for the sage to collect the negative energies and drift away. If you receive this healing, if you receive us being connected in this way for a time, so that you can receive all that is divinely and rightfully yours, so that you can shift your paradigm of self-worth to a place that is beneficial to your being, then energetically receive in your heart and say, I receive my healing now. Depression often is linked to a thought. A very rigid thought. One that has decided to make you feel that you're not worthy, or that things will never get better. But we both know that that is a lie. This is an abalone shell. I've chosen this shell because it is associated with the ocean. The ocean is water. Water is associated with emotion. Quite oftentimes. Oh, I still see a little bit of sea sponge on here. I never noticed. The shell is very much connected to the ocean, to the energy of the water. And I like the abalone shell because it's transformed now into a different use. I'm sure it wasn't being used as a smudge bowl under the sea. It's transmuted its purpose, transformed like a butterfly. And oftentimes, when we are stuck on a depressed feeling, it's because we can't see ourselves ever transforming. We can't fathom evolution. But we thank those thoughts for coming along to give us a dynamic perspective. And we replace those thoughts with faith and knowing that we are valuable and that as long as there's breath in our body, that there's always the possibility of evolution and change for the better. I have this feather that I'm going to use to just kind of work the sage around your body. I want to relight the sage. It's one of my favorite herbs, sage. I love it. You should take a moment, take a little bit of time and adjust to a new idea, a new perspective. Give yourself the space to. Where did your feelings of depression come from? Where did they stem from? Allow the sage to penetrate your aura and sweep up all of those thoughts and ideas and paradigms and belief systems that no longer serve you at this time. Allow those things to drift away. Don't you know that many people are not truly depressed? They're just with the wrong soul tribe. Does your tribe support you? Do they say helpful and loving things to you? Do they care about your well-being and not even just your physical transitions here on this plane, but do they care about your soul? Do they care about your soul? Now, have you identified the thought that's on the loop? Do you know what it is that is taking up space in your mind? Do you know? Do you know? Now this, another element to appeal to the element of water are my salt lamps. I have some salt lamps here, some lavender and sage there, and more salt. Salt is associated with the ocean as well. We have been compared to being the salt of the earth. Now, I really do love this. salt lamp, a candle holder rather. I really do. As you see this flame burning, I would like you to focus on releasing guilt, letting it evaporate away. Just as the water and salt were once one, the salt, it stands firm in who it is as the water evaporates away. Allow the guilt to evaporate away. Let go of guilt. Let go of self-blame. Let go of hurt. Let go of anger. Well, actually, it would be good and beneficial if you embrace your anger for a little while. Don't stay there too long. Don't stay there too long. Anger too long becomes depression. Sadness that stays too long becomes depression. Anger that stays too long can become mania, rage, all of which is counterproductive to you becoming your greatest version. Now, I want you to tell yourself, if you can, if a mirror is available, I want you to go to that mirror now. Grab that mirror. And I want you to look at yourself square in the eyes. And I want you to tell yourself, I love you. I want you to put your hands over your heart, creating a circuit of energy. You see here the heart energy, the heart chakra, and how the arms flow off of that space. And that's because the arms are an extension of the heart space. That's why human touch is so activating. Human touch is so activating. So, I want you to think about yourself at this time, okay? Think about your own touch. If you can take all your clothes off to be intimate with yourself for a moment, that would be good. Not sexual, but intimate. So, if you're ready, I would like to assist in guiding you at this time to put put your hands over your heart and feeling your energy, being conscious and aware of your heartbeat, reminding yourself that you are life, you are valuable. As you listen to your heartbeat, listen to the words of your heart. Listen to the desires of your heart. And listen to the pace of your heart. Your aura, your electromagnetic currency. It's generated by the vibration of your heart. Sometimes we come off balance with our hearts. Sometimes we forget that we can recalibrate our hearts to true north through self-love and self-nurturing. As you listen to your heart, connect with the God within you. Connect with your higher self. Connect with your spiritual self. Understand yourself as a trinity. Man the spirit, man the soul, and man the body. The soul serves as a mediator between the physical body and the spirit. The spirit is that part of you that is connected with the oneness. The spirit is always in tune with all that is happening, always in tune with the ethers. Feel that. Remember who you are. Feel it. Remind yourself who you are. Now, fully aware of self and with the vibration of harmony, whisper to yourself, I love you. Do you hear the train? I don't live far from a train. I love that train. It reminds me very much of energies and how once the train gets going, it's very, very, very difficult to stop. And the same goes with emotions, which are truly just energies. Energies in motion. They are so much like a train. Be them perceived as good emotions or bad emotions. Once they've gotten going, they are very, very difficult to stop. That's why it's so very important for us to take inventory of our thoughts before we allow them to take flight. Listen to your heart. Listen to your emotions. Continue to tell yourself, I love you. Call your being by your first name. Call yourself by name. I love you. Regardless of what guilty feelings try to arise, tell yourself, I love you. I love you. I'm thankful for you. I love you. Just the way you are right now, today, without any other changes needed or necessary. I love you. I love you now, just the way you are. I love you right now, today. I love you. Tell your being this in the mirror. Tell your being this with hands over your heart. I love you. I love you. I love you. Keep your hands there. This is a recalibrating love spray. Again, with water to appeal to the balance of emotions. I'm going to spray this into your aura with the intention of helping to clear out all negativity that won't leave, all energies that have become stagnant. Continue to tell yourself, I love you. I love you. I love you. Continue to reassure your being, reestablishing your security in self, no longer insecure, self-secure now. I love you. I am perfectly imperfect. I love you. I needed that for a refresh. Now that we've covered ourselves in love, I want to use this sweet grass to mimic going to the root of a problem. Now, by now, I'm sure that many of you have already identified your main concern or cause for depression, or your main thought that is on a loop, that is lying to you about how important you are. And I want us to go back. Back in time to where that thought first was planted in the garden of your mind. Who planted that seed? What planted that seed? I want you to now dig deep within the dirt and go way underneath the thought, way underneath the roots of the thought, using our shovel of faith. We're going to now uproot and dig out the toxic roots that lied to us about our value and our worth. This is old. Do you hear how old these roots sound? I don't feel that they serve you anymore. We're going to let them go now. So now, as we let those things go, do you see your child sitting there? Your inner child. Assure your inner child now that you are safe. Tell yourself, I am safe. And it's safe for me to love now. Keep your hands over your heart. Don't break the circuit yet. See, we're replanting something that was supposed to be planted initially. We're exchanging the old for the new. We're letting go of things that no longer serve us in exchange for things that do. Tell your inner child, it is safe for me to love now. I am secure. It is safe for me to love now. I am secure. It is safe for me to love now. I am secure. It is safe for me to love now. I am secure. I am love. No one can ever take it away from me because I am that. I am love. I am safe. I am secure. I am harmony. I am victorious. I am freedom. I am joy. I am alive. I am worthy. I am valuable. I am peace. I am love. I am love. I am love. I am love. Do you feel love? Do you feel the love of yourself now? Do you feel the love of yourself now? Do you know and understand your worth? Are you listening to yourself now? What do you say about who you are? Faith comes by hearing. That means faith comes through vibrations. Faith comes through vibrations. Yes, it does. Your words are a vibration. Your heart is pounding away, and it is a vibration. What vibes are you vibing with? Let's read some cards for those of you who are still awake. This is Angels, Gods, Goddesses by Tony Carmine Salerno. This is one of my favorite. This is one of my favorite oracle decks. And we're going to ask the Most High, our ancestors, our angels, the Great Divine, to assist us with messages that are divinely and rightfully guided. So, let's get started. Before, I'm gonna burn some sage, and as I let that sage burn, I want you to continue to meditate on I love you. I love you. Ask your spirit guides to bring forth the synchronicities through these messages that you need for your own personal spiritual guidance. Let's relight the sage. Sage is lit. Sage is lit. Now that the sage is lit, let's just let the cards let's just let the sage flow through the cards. Okay. Now, I'm going to try to shuffle these gently in my lap so that it's not too loud. Okay. Thank you, Divine Mother and Father. Thank you to powers of the Most High. Thank you to my angels, spirit guides, and ancestors. Thank you for the messages that are to be brought forth. Thank you for allowing these messages to reach whoever it is divinely for in the divine and rightful time. Thank you, Divine Mother and Father, for allowing me to be a clear channel, a clear vessel for your messages to be sent forth. Thank you, Divine Mother and Father, for allowing me the opportunity to be a healer in the community. Interesting card. Some of you are, as said before, very sad and depressed because you feel alone. You feel that things will never get better. You feel that love itself has forsaken you. You feel that romantic love is gone from you. You feel that you'll never be in the experience of love or the energy flow of love. But the angels have come to tell you that that's simply not true. A partnership or a union is blessed, and you have no reason to be afraid. You have no reason to fear. Stay in the vibration of faith and love, is what the angels are saying. Be of good courage. Do not be discouraged. And do not lean on your own understanding. When you want to give up, it's important for you to remember this. If you feel that you don't have something, you must give it. So if you feel that you don't have love in your life, then you must give love. And how do you give love? Well, you become patient. You let your vibration be patient. You let your vibration be kind. You don't brag. You don't boast. You don't become envious. You don't become jealous. You think as a child in terms of forgiveness. You think as a child in terms of resilience and unconditional love. For now, we only know in part, but later we will know fully. You are love. I love you. Anytime you become afraid, anytime your energy wants to become stagnant, I love you. Thank you, Divine Mother and Father. Thank you, Divine Mother and Father. Thank you for these messages. Thank you for allowing them to be clear. Thank you for allowing them to be given, delivered to the right person at the right time. Divine timing, divine will. Thank you, Divine Mother and Father. Thank you to all the angels and spirit guides who have come to assist in the distribution of these energies in a loving way. Wow. Wow. That reminds me of that part on Love Jones. You remember that movie, Love Jones? When Nia was describing her love for Lawrence Tate, and her friend was just like, damn. But this is the angel of soul love that came out. Look at that. Look at that. Do you see it? It's time to reevaluate how you love and value and honor and worship yourself. You want to know why? Because that's how we honor and worship and love God. God is within us. And a lot of times we forget that. And that's when we start to feel depressed because we've put our energies into a space that we have no control over. And therefore, the energy loses its velocity. And we feel stagnant. And we feel lost. And we feel worthless. But when we remember that we are our greatest gifts, you are the biggest gift, the biggest blessing that God has ever given you. Remember that. You are your biggest gift. You are your biggest blessing. You have to be a whole you in order to get to this. Before you can have union with another, you have to recognize yourself. You see, this is her. She's nurturing herself. You have to be able to do this with yourself before you're able to do this with another. Do you get that? I understand a lot of you out there are feeling like this is not a possibility, but it is, and it's based on as above, so below. You have to do it for yourself first. First, love you first. Because through loving you, you love God. And then you can do this. So what's the bottom of the deck energy? Yes. The bottom of the deck is manifestation. Your efforts, determination, and perseverance have paid off. Look at that. You have to recognize that your vibrations are attracting to you everything that you are. What are you vibrating, family? If we vibe, we tribe. Remember? What are you manifesting? What are you attracting? Strong emotions, be them good or bad, are highly attractive. What are you attracting? Do you like what you're attracting? If not, get back in the mirror. Okay. So now, let's just clear the energy. Let's clear the energies again. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. I pray that this message has reached those that it was divinely meant for. In the divine time that the ethers allow, our ancestors, our spirit guides, our higher selves, the God within our being, recalibrated vibrations, floating and flowing in love and the abundance thereof. I thank you. I thank you. I say thank you to the thoughts that may have been playing on a loop. We thank them. And we release them. Thank you, thoughts. Thank you for the enlightenment. Thank you for the evolution of my being. Thank you for new perspective. Thank you for the strengthening of my heart and mind. Thank you for allowing me to grow. You're like fertilizer. And I now release you back to the ethers to be transmuted into pure love. I pray that this message has reached you in divine time and that you have received your healing now. So it is. So as always, kings and queens, Continue to vibrate love. It's so important. It's so attractive. And vibrate well. Peace.